But I could talk to you for hours, but I have to talk boxing.
Yes.
Because what you have done, I have to be honest with you, it made me feel a little bit sick earlier.
It must be a bit annoying.
I spent my whole life grafting, selling tickets, creating great fights, trying to sell out stadiums, driving pay-per-view buys. And then you do a show first of all at Copper Box. I kept my eye on it. I was like, okay, 7,000 or 8,000. I've done shows in the Copper Box. Haven't sold that many, but that's okay. We'll take it on the chin. This is all Mickey Mouse. People interviewing me about it. What you got to say about the YouTube fight? Do what? Don't be ridiculous. We concentrate on real boxing.
I think I saw that interview.
Yeah. Then I was hoping you'd disappear. Right? Unfortunately, you came back for the Logan Paul fight at the Manchester Arena. And we had an event actually on the same night. We had an event on the same night as your Copper Box night as well. But this time around, you sell the place out. 19,000. You do over 1 million pay-per-view buys. And again, I'm really not a bitter person. I actually wish people success. I was really hoping you'd get knocked out that night. I'm only joking, but I was almost hoping, and I'm a bit ashamed to say this because it does make me sound a bit bitter, that it wasn't that good. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking, these guys can't fight. Like, this is going to be horrible to watch, right? And I watched it live. I paid my money, and I watched it live. And it was really, really good. I mean, it was competitive. It was high standard. The production was good. I wasn't mad on the head guards. But it was actually a really good advertisement for the sport. And it comes back again, doesn't it, to content. People watching. If people like what they see, they'll buy. They'll subscribe. They'll spend their money. And you box to a draw. Slightly controversial, you know. But tell us about that fight.
So I think it all starts with, like, near enough the beginning with, like, the Joe fight, like, preparing for a fight. Like, when I first got into that ring, I was like, what is this? What is this whole boxing thing? It's nuts. Like, I remember I sparred with one of my mates, Gib, and he was beating me up, man. Like, there was one point where I was like trying to guard with my knee up and everything. Like, I was going nuts, and I was just running around, and I was getting tired, and he just kept coming, and he was just beating me up, and I was just looking at the time constantly. And from then on, I was like, am I really cut out for this? Like, this whole boxing thing. But I looked at myself. I talked to Vidal, who decided to train me. And he was just like, yo, you can do this. You just need to get up every night or every day and just work. So that's what I did. I trained hard, and I think that's what I have to say to those who go, what's this whole boxing thing? Like, you guys aren't taking it seriously. We did take it seriously. I know I did anyway, like, with how I trained.
You're both in shape.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not like we just dossed it and we were like, oh, whatever, we're gonna get paid anyway. No, we were like, we both are competitive people and we both want to win. So I made sure I put in the work, I put in the hours, I put in the sparring time. There's times where I would spar 9 rounds, because this was a 6-round, 3-minute fight for both fights. So I made sure I did like 9 rounds, 4 different opponents of just sparring different opponents each round. And, like, trust me, it's like, I'm sure you know how intense it can get.
I think anyone that steps through I mean, I had 2 amateur bouts when I was 15. But it is a unique experience. And to do it in front of that many people must have been the greatest buzz of your career. I mean, I can't see. I imagine going out performing your music is one thing, but to go, that's a gladiator sport. You're going in front of, although a younger audience for you guys to watch, they want to see someone get knocked out. It's the greatest sport in the world because it's so authentic. It's you and another man, and you're having a fight in front of people who are watching you have a fight, hoping that you get knocked out, or we see a knockout, or we see entertainment. And that buzz walking out to the ring, must have been amazing.
It's amazing and crazy at the same time, because obviously it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure because obviously both our egos are on the line. A lot is on the line, and it's having that many people just around you watching it can break a man. It can, and I felt like that's what broke Joe as well in the first fight. He saw how many people watching online. He saw how many people were in the arena, and it broke him. Like, he was prepared for that fight. He trained hard, but like, it's one thing training ridiculously like before the fight, and then getting to the fight and doing what you've learned this for how many months or years. I think it's another, like, it's crazy. It's intense, and
especially as it's not your forte.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
fighters always say, the place where I feel the most comfortable is in the ring.
Yeah.
Now, they might do a press conference or a video or some filming, and they're like, they're shaking. And I'm thinking, this ain't a good sign, but we get them in the ring, his heart's not even beating. The difference is with you guys is it's not your natural environment. It wasn't like you were sitting here playing FIFA against each other. You were having a fight. And actually, that's what I think is one of the most appealing things of the project, is that it is two guys who are out of their comfort zone. But boxing, I feel like, you know, we talked coming in about what it can do for the mentality, especially for young people. I mean, I'm sure that it changed you, that whole experience.
Like, tremendously. Like, if anything, I grew up during my whole time training. Like, I just matured so much because of it. Like, before I would get agitated quite quickly over certain things, whereas now I'm just a lot more like calm, relaxed, and I can, things don't piss me off as much anymore. And how I see things, I just see things in just a much better light, and I feel like mentally it's done wonders for me. And I also feel like, what's the word, like, protected. Like, I don't feel like if someone ran up on me, I will try to like do something to me, I'd just be like, oh crap, what? And I'd just start panicking. I feel like I'll be able to be calm, collected, and just protect myself essentially. And I feel like for me, boxing was one of the best things because it keeps you in shape, keeps you happy all the time. It obviously, like, you don't have to do the whole sparring thing. If you can just box and just leave it at that, and to keep fit and to keep healthy. But like, it's done wonders for me. Like, ever since I started boxing, I've just been a happy person personally. Like,
this is what we always try and get this message out to people. I mean, like, you don't go to an ABC, which is amateur boxing club, and see the kids in there. They do not get into trouble. And they're tearaways. Like, you go to, I don't know, Newham or Bethnal Green or Repton, like, these kids, they're tearaway kids. They're just kids from the local estates, who are coming to fight. They don't get into trouble. You look at how the sport has changed people's lives. I mean, it's probably changed your life in a different kind of way, but these people, we talk about AJ, and people are like, what do you think AJ would be doing right now if he hadn't found boxing? He might be dead. He might be inside. I mean, he might be running in gangs or whatever. And people don't realise within the councils and within the governments what boxing can do. These clubs, they get no funding. The coaches are all volunteering. You can get people off the streets. You don't have to be a fighter. But all the things that made you feel happy, motivated, healthy. All these things. Probably disciplined as well. You spend your life, you got, you don't mind me saying, cars, staff, restaurants, all this kind of stuff, clothes, people send you stuff. Now all of a sudden, you've got some guy telling you, get out of bed, and now you're going to get your head punched for 9 rounds, all right? So I don't care how many views you got. You're in there with the rest of them, and that's good for the soul. So we're always. It
humbles you a lot.
It does.
Keeps you grounded, and I feel like it's one of those things where you should always at least try it, if that makes sense.